If you are over 60 and you have been told that the only way to get your blood sugar under control is to slash every carb off your plate, I want you to listen carefully, because what I'm about to share with you flips that idea on its head. The fastest way to support healthy blood sugar is not about taking foods away. It is about adding the right foods in. And there are 10 specific foods backed by real research that work through different biological pathways to gently support healthy glucose metabolism. Stay with me, because 2 of these foods are so powerful that you absolutely must talk to your doctor before adding them if you are taking diabetes medications. But before I even mention them, you need to understand one critical safety point and one biological change that happens after 60. My name is Dr. Ember. I'm a senior health educator with 13 years of experience studying and teaching nutrition and lifestyle science for adults over 60. I'm not your physician, and nothing in this video is medical advice. My job is to translate published research into language you can actually use, so you can walk into your doctor's office better informed. Today I'm going to share 10 foods that the research has linked to healthy blood sugar, and exactly which ones come with the most important safety warnings. Here is what changes after 60 that nobody really explains. Your body's relationship with sugar shifts in several ways at the same time. Muscle mass naturally declines, and muscle is the largest place your body parks excess glucose. Hormone production changes. Your pancreas often becomes less efficient at responding to large meals. And many seniors are already taking medications that affect glucose, blood pressure, or kidney function. This is why insulin resistance becomes so common with age. Insulin resistance simply means your cells stop responding properly to the hormone insulin, the hormone that pulls sugar out of your bloodstream and into your tissues. When that signal weakens, your blood sugar drifts higher, your pancreas pumps out more and more insulin trying to compensate, and a quiet cycle of inflammation begins. Here is the most important thing I will say in this entire video. If you have already been diagnosed with prediabetes, diabetes, or are taking any blood sugar medication, this video is not a replacement for your doctor's plan. Several of the foods I'm about to share can lower your blood sugar significantly if you combine them with your medication without speaking to your doctor first. You risk dropping your blood sugar to dangerously low levels. This is called hypoglycemia, and after 60 it can be especially serious. So please use this video the right way. Bring this list to your next appointment. Ask your doctor which foods make sense for you, and let your doctor monitor your numbers as you make any changes. And here's where it gets interesting. 1 fenugreek seeds fenugreek is the food I want to start with precisely because it is the most powerful, and that means it carries the strongest cautions. Fenugreek seeds contain a rare amino acid called 4-hydroxyisoleucine, which research suggests helps the pancreas release insulin in response to elevated blood sugar. They are also rich in galactomannan, which is just a type of soluble fiber that forms a gel in the gut and slows the absorption of glucose after meals. A 2020 meta-analysis showed that fenugreek seeds may support reductions in fasting blood sugar, hemoglobin A1C, and LDL cholesterol. The traditional preparation is about 1 teaspoon of seeds soaked in water overnight, then consumed in the morning. Studies have used doses anywhere from 5 to 20 grams. Now, I want to be absolutely clear. If you take any diabetes medication, fenugreek combined with that medication can drop your blood sugar to unsafe levels. This is not a theoretical risk. You must speak to your doctor before adding it. Fenugreek should also be avoided in pregnancy and breastfeeding. And people with peanut or soybean allergies should be cautious because of possible cross-reactivity. Start at the lowest dose if your doctor agrees and work up slowly. Second, cinnamon, and one important type to avoid. Cinnamon contains a compound called cinnamaldehyde, which research suggests activates a cellular pathway your cells use to respond to insulin. A simple way to picture this is that your insulin receptors are like locks, and insulin is the key. In insulin resistance, those locks become stiff. Cinnamaldehyde appears to help the locks turn more freely. Cinnamon may also slow gastric emptying and slow the breakdown of complex carbohydrates through an enzyme called alpha amylase. A 2024 meta-analysis of 24 randomized controlled trials linked cinnamon supplementation to reductions in fasting blood sugar and A1C. The typical study dose is about 1 to 2 grams a day, which is around half a teaspoon. Here is the critical safety point most people don't know. There are 2 main types of cinnamon. Cassia, which is the cheap kind sold in most pharmacies and grocery stores, and Ceylon, which is more expensive. Cassia contains a compound called coumarin, which can be toxic to your liver at higher doses, especially in seniors who may already have reduced liver function. For daily use, choose Ceylon cinnamon. And if you choose a supplement, look for one that is third-party tested for purity and heavy metals. By the way, are you already using cinnamon? Drop a comment below and tell me which kind. I read every one. 3 grass-fed beef. This may surprise you, but research suggests grass-fed beef can actually support healthy blood sugar when eaten sensibly. Grass-fed beef contains higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids and a fat called conjugated linoleic acid. Conjugated linoleic acid appears to act on the same family of cellular receptors targeted by certain diabetes medications, which may support glucose uptake into muscle cells. Beef also provides L-carnitine, which helps shuttle fats into your mitochondria to be burned for energy instead of stored as fat in the liver. And it is rich in vitamin B12, iron, and zinc, all critical helper minerals for energy metabolism after 60. I want to be absolutely clear about something. This does not mean unlimited red meat. Choose unprocessed grass-fed cuts, keep portions modest, and always pair red meat with plenty of fiber-rich vegetables. Eating too much red meat carries its own risks for heart and colon health, so moderation is the key word. For avocados, avocados are one of the gentlest foods on this list. They are rich in oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat that supports healthy lipid metabolism and may help reduce liver fat. Both of those factors play a role in insulin sensitivity. Avocados also provide potassium, which is important for proper cell membrane function and for insulin release. And they are powerful for satiety. One study found that adding just half an avocado to a meal improved feelings of fullness for 3 to 5 hours afterward. For seniors who struggle with cravings between meals or late night snacking, that single change can shift the whole day. 5 broccoli sprouts are the baby version of the regular broccoli you already know, but they contain something extraordinary. A compound called sulforaphane, which research suggests activates a cellular switch called NRF2. NRF2 protects your mitochondria and helps reduce inflammation at a cellular level. Sulforaphane has also been studied for its effect on the liver, where it appears to slow gluconeogenesis. That is just the medical term for the liver producing new sugar on its own. Broccoli sprouts contain 20 to 100 times more sulforaphane precursors than full-grown broccoli, which means a small handful can deliver more of this compound than an entire head of regular broccoli. About half a cup of fresh sprouts a day, raw in a salad or blended into a smoothie, is the typical recommendation. Sulforaphane clears the body quickly, so consistency matters more than large amounts. 6 chia seeds. When you soak chia seeds in water, they form a thick, viscous gel. That gel acts like a speed bump for the carbohydrates you eat at the same meal. Your body still absorbs sugar, but it happens slowly and steadily instead of in a sharp spike. Chia seeds are also rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that supports insulin sensitivity by reducing low-grade inflammation. A meta-analysis of over 210 participants found that chia seeds may significantly reduce C-reactive protein, which is a key blood marker of inflammation. A tablespoon or two soaked in water, yogurt, or oatmeal is a simple daily addition. 7 eggs have been unfairly demonized for decades. The truth is, they are one of the most nutrient-dense foods you can eat. The key compounds for blood sugar are choline, which helps move fat out of the liver and supports insulin sensitivity, and leucine, which is an amino acid that supports muscle building. And the more lean muscle you carry after 60, the better your body becomes at clearing excess glucose from your bloodstream. For most seniors without specific cholesterol concerns flagged by their doctor, eggs can be a healthy daily food. As always, check with your doctor if you have a history of heart disease or high cholesterol. 8 fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are among the best food sources of EPA and the 2 most studied marine omega-3 fats. These omega-3s reduce chronic background inflammation, which is a major driver of insulin resistance. The less inflammation your body carries, the better your cells become at responding to insulin. A randomized controlled trial found that consuming at least 750 grams of fatty fish per week over 8 weeks supported improvements in after-meal glucose regulation. For seniors, 2 or 3 servings a week of a quality fatty fish is a realistic and achievable target. 9 walnuts have some of the most fascinating research behind them. They appear to support healthy levels of a hormone called adiponectin, which plays a direct role in glucose control. A randomized trial showed that 16 weeks of daily walnut consumption supported improved adiponectin levels and improved fasting glucose. Walnuts also contain magnesium, which supports insulin receptor function at the cellular level, and they are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, the plant omega-3 that helps stabilize the cell membranes around insulin receptors. A small handful, about a quarter cup, is enough. 10 chickpeas are one of my personal favorites because they work through several mechanisms at once. They are rich in amylose, a type of resistant starch that digests slowly and helps blunt blood sugar, spikes the complete opposite of white bread or pasta. Chickpeas also feed your gut bacteria, which convert their fiber into a short-chain fatty acid called butyrate. Butyrate strengthens the gut barrier, lowers inflammation, and supports an enzyme system called AMPEC, which is your body's master switch for using glucose efficiently. Like broccoli sprouts, chickpeas work best when eaten consistently. 1 cup a few times a week, added to salads, soups, or eaten as hummus is plenty. Before I close, I want to repeat the most important point. If you are taking any diabetes medication, blood pressure medication, blood thinner, or thyroid medication, please do not start fenugreek, cinnamon supplements, or large changes to your fish or chickpea intake without speaking to your doctor first. After 13 years of teaching senior nutrition, I have seen too many seniors land in the emergency room because they added a powerful food on top of an existing prescription without telling their doctor. Hypoglycemia after 60 can cause falls, confusion, and serious harm. The foods on this list work best as part of a plan your doctor monitors. Your doctor may even reduce your medication over time as your numbers improve, but only your doctor can make that decision safely. Here is the bigger truth after 13 years of teaching this. You don't have to live in fear of every carbohydrate. You don't have to starve yourself. The food on your plate, when chosen with intention and supervised by your own doctor, can become one of the most powerful tools you have. Your age is not a weakness. Your knowledge is your power. Everything in this video is general educational information based on published research and 13 years of teaching senior nutrition. It is not medical advice. I am not your physician, and I cannot know your health history, your medications, your kidney function, or your individual risks. Please do not start or change any food, supplement, or medication based on this video without first speaking to your doctor. If this video helped you understand blood sugar better, share it with someone who might benefit. Subscribe to Dr. Ember for more honest, research-based senior health education. Take care of yourselves, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.